What's going on? Out here for day 2 of the Kayak Anglers Missouri Classic on Lake of the Ozarks. Had an alright day 1 yesterday. I think I'm sitting in 6th right now. I'm within striking distance of taking the win, but I don't know if it's going to happen today. I was looking at other spots that I've got, trying to find some confidence somewhere else, and for me, I don't feel like Main Lake is the play today. There's a chance I could go and catch some fish, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. So I was trying to find another river. They've got the farthest back ramps on all these rivers are outside of the boundaries of where you can launch. So I couldn't really go to any of the rivers that I was wanting to go to and be in a zone where I could launch without having to run several miles. And the closest one that I found was like a 3-mile run, but it was an hour away from the campsite, and I've never seen it before, and I just figured it was a big gamble to go there and then show up and maybe have no water, or maybe have no wood to throw around, because they were really keyed in on wood yesterday. I don't know, I don't have confidence scrambling to a new spot. That being said, my legs are totally dead. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, or how long I'm going to be able to really go today, how far I'm going to be able to travel. So, I'm pretty nervous about that. My legs are already burning, and I've gone about 3/4 of a mile to my first spot at a really slow pace. I just killed them yesterday, running as fast as I could from spot to spot. I've got a bag of Tylenol that I'm planning on munching on all day to try to keep myself moving at least, and got a lot of water and Gatorade and stuff like that to try to keep them hydrated and be able to keep moving. But I just think this is my best bet, and if I can't make it all the way back to the river, which is about 4.25 miles away from me right now, then so be it. If I can't make it there, it's not a huge deal. I have confidence in finding some fish outside of that. I just got to go do it and fish clean. If I fish clean, I think I can do good out here. If I can make it all the way back there, if I get a wind in me, or if I get a little bit of wind pushing me that direction, that would be great. Because I really do think that I could go and probably win it back there as long as I fish clean. So, that's pretty much all I got. We're going to go try to replicate what happened yesterday, even though completely different day. Yesterday it was like a high of 70, I think. It rained all day, just windy, cloudy, or not really that windy, excuse me. It did at one point, you guys saw, but for the most part it wasn't that windy. Today it's supposed to be really windy and cold. It's like 48 degrees right now, and it's supposed to be like a high of 60 or 62 or something like that, with like 30-mile-an-hour gusts today. So it's going to be really windy. It's already getting kind of windy, so that's going to be something to take into consideration. But totally different conditions, but I don't think the bite's going to change that much. If anything, I think it's going to get better with these rapidly cooling water temps. I'm thinking, because right here the water was 2 degrees warmer yesterday morning, and I'm sure back in the creek it's even cooler in comparison to yesterday. So with all that, I'm hoping that the shad's going to be pushing up shallow. I would think that they would be, even more so than they have been, and I'm hoping that you can chase them around with topwater all day like I did yesterday. And in my head, I think it's going to get better. Maybe not, we'll see. But we've got 3.5 minutes to lines in, so I'm going to go get set up at my first spot and wait for lines in and get ready to go. But hopefully we can do it. We're within closing distance. I'm only 7 or 8 inches out of the lead, which, with these rapidly changing conditions, it could definitely affect others' bites. Hopefully it doesn't affect mine too much, and we can go put together a bag. Shooting for kind of a high goal would be 80 inches. I'd be extremely pleased with 80 inches, but mean, if I can get 70, I might be in check range. It's kind of that close. So maybe we'll see. So we're gonna get after it today and give it our all. You know, I don't know how much we can do, but we're gonna give it our all. All right, line's in. Right here. Good way to start the day there. Yes. On that LS Lures buzzbait. Only thing I've been able to catch fish on. $15.5, not even close to going. 15.75. Let's go. My gosh, that was close. Nope. Stay in. Holy cow. I don't know if either camera caught that, but he jumped out of the water and he stayed floating the whole time. He just kept, as soon as he would hit the water, he'd skip right back up. He never went back down. Didn't have time to grab the net. 14.5. Storm and big rafts like it was whenever we practiced there. Then I can frog it with some confidence. So. Oh my God. That was a good looking fish. I was getting pretty nervous, not gonna lie, trying to have faith that God's got the same plan that I do. Give me a limit both days at this point, obviously. Would have loved to have had a chance to win, which I guess I still do. There's still time in the day, but I started to get nervous about even catching a limit both days. So this guy needs to settle down. $11.5. Would love to get rid of him, but I am also just as happy to have him. So. $12.5. All right. Gets better. Oh my God. 16-incher. Angle on him. There's another bite. Tiny. That's a good fish to finish the limit on. The other one looked a little bit bigger than that, but not by much. $15.75. Nice. Nice fish. All right. Spot is this thing? $14.5. Kind of looks like a spot. Largemouth hybrid or something. I don't know. Weird looking fish, but happy to have him. 14.5. Now 12.5 should be the smallest. There's a 12.75. Remember. cast with the frog, dude. Well, with this frog. Wow. No, he's not. 12 and a half. Heading back. You know what? I did not think he was going to help whenever I saw him in the water. That's why I didn't even try to net him. But now, he might. It's going to be really close. Nope. Nope, 11 3/4. Let's go. Good fish there. $15 1/4, and he's not going to go 15 and a half. Good fish. Another good one. 16 1/4. Man, his face is all tore up. Alright, well, lines out was a few minutes ago. We were headed back to the ramp, not too far away now. It's been a long day, and I'm exhausted. I can't wait to get off the water. My legs hurt. But it's been a pretty good day. I made a stupid mistake there, where I thought lines out was 1, and I thought you had to be off the water by 2. I was off by an hour. Lines out was at 2, you had to be off the water by 3. So I left from my best spot there an hour early, and I realized an hour into my pedal back. Wanted to be off the water by 2. Yeah, I left at noon. I should have left at 1, because I have to be off the water by 3. So I should have left at 1. So I left an hour early, and hit some spots along the way that aren't very good, and didn't catch another fish once I left. So I should have just stayed there the whole time
and or not the whole time, but stayed there another hour. I got to start checking that stuff because this is the third time that I've done that this season that I can remember. That same exact thing where I'm like, oh, either I gotta get off the water, or I gotta start heading towards the ramp so I can get off the water, and then having it wrong, or I've had it where I'm like, all right, well, that's it, and put my rods up and start moseying on back to the ramp, not even paying attention, and then just all of a sudden realize, that I'm done an hour early, and I can't be doing that. It's just a stupid mistake. I don't know what, because I'd been through all the good stuff twice up there, so, the chances of me catching another coal, maybe, I don't know. I can't say what I missed out on, but I do know that I missed out on some time to try to find something, So that was pretty upsetting once I realized that, but I was already a couple miles away, at least. I couldn't go back, so. Oh well. Not like I was in the running to win anyways without having 90 inches. And I don't think that was going to happen. Maybe 80, but not 90. Because I think my smallest is like a 13.5, so that would be a pretty easy upgrade to get me up to 80, because I think I've got like 77 inches. But caught everything that helped on that LS Lures buzzbait, the pacifier color. I did catch one little 12.5 incher on a frog, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it's caught everything yesterday on the same buzzbait and a micro version of the same thing, same color, everything. Like a 1/4 ounce head, I think, with a finesse chop skirt, just like you do with a finesse jig. So pretty cool catching them both days on the same thing like that, and eating just as good both days. But anyways, I guess that's enough talking. I'll go get her loaded up, going to the awards. So thank you guys for watching. Alrighty, so at the same time as the championship, we did the Kayak Anglers of Missouri charity tournament, and this year that was a team event where it was a random team draw each day, and so you get paired up with somebody different each day, and it's just your score combined with their score, and then the next day you get another teammate, and it's your score combined with their score combined with your total score yesterday. So day one I got paired up with Chad Davison, and obviously he won the whole event. He had 80 something inches on day one. I had that 77.25 day one. So me and him were pretty far in the lead from after day one. Then on day two, I got pretty lucky and got paired up with Jim Richardson, and he went and caught 70 inches on day two. I caught 77.25 again. And so that ended up being enough to net me first place on the charity tournament, which basically just is a donation to whatever charity I choose or the winner chooses. And then Chad and Jim both got a little prize or something like that for being there to help me out with that, because obviously it's all of our scores combined. If either one of them skunked on the day that I was teamed up with them, then I wouldn't have won that. But I decided to give that money to the Cure Alzheimer's Fund. It's the only organization, charity, whatever, that focuses on finding a cure for Alzheimer's. All the other Alzheimer's foundations, they do great work too, but a lot of them are focused on support of the families and stuff like that, instead of necessarily just purely looking for a cure. So whenever you see the little trophy there, because I'm going to show a couple pictures here at the very end, whenever you see that charity there, whenever you see that trophy there, it says charity tournament winner, that's what that was from, going on at the same time. So pretty fun event, good way to wrap up the season. After this, the only event that we had left for the rest of the year was the Big Bass 250, which is the weekend after. on Lake of the Ozarks as well, so you guys will see that video. I don't know if it'll be next or 2 weeks from now, but it'll be coming up pretty soon. And then should be some maybe some big bait videos. It just snowed yesterday while I'm filming this and editing this, so I don't know if I'll be making it out too much to do some big bait videos and stuff like that, but might be some tip videos and then ice fishing once we get into that. So I'm really looking forward to filming some of that stuff. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.